And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. Today is July 5th, 2025, and I'm your host, Saint Nick. Now, hope everybody had a great 4th of July, great barbecue on the water, spending it with friends and family, not working. Let me get an air horn for that. Yeah, no working, bink. We like that. So hopefully you're keeping that party rocking and rolling into the weekend this Saturday, still living it up, still partying responsibly. So I hope everyone's having a great 4th of July weekend. All right, today on the show, well, yesterday we did a mock fantasy football draft. So go take a listen, take a watch on that. Had some nice inside information if you're gearing up for your fantasy draft coming up. Watch out for Josh Allen in the first round, folks. It's going to happen. He's the absolute beast of the NFL. Nice steal if you can get him in the first round. So, yeah, go out and watch that, folks. All right, today on the show, we got to break down the NBA. We got to break down the NFL. We're going into a little bit of our backlog. We've been haven't been able to get to all of our stories, so we got to kind of clear it out, get ready for this upcoming week. So let's start here. And this is, once again, more pressing news. It's got to stop. I'm begging, I'm pleading. If you're a professional athlete, please, for the love of everything holy, stop betting on your own sports. Bet on anything else, please. Please, you're ruining the game, you're ruining the integrity, and you're gonna ruin it for all of us. You're gonna ruin it for all of us. They're gonna stop sports betting. They're gonna be like, all right, we're done. Pack it up. Pack it up. Y'all aren't responsible enough to have sports betting. So, we get Guardians pitcher Luis Ortiz has been placed on non-disciplinary paid leave as a result of an MLB betting investigation. Now, no charges, obviously. Same thing with the NBA player. It's name's not coming to me right now. But we heard that last week. He's also under investigation. So, it's just investigation. Once again, innocent until proven guilty, but a nice little message to everybody out there. Let's not bet on our own sports, all right? There's other sports to bet on. I know right now, no football, no basketball. I get it. Not a lot of just kind of baseball going on. I get it. Trust me, okay? I like to do a daily bet. I like to do that, okay? I get it. Betting is fun. Betting's fun, folks, okay? If you're doing it responsibly, it's fun, okay? So, please, professional athletes, find a different sport to bet on. Go ahead. I mean, is it that hard? We can go to DraftKings right now. We can go to the live in-game. What do we got right now? We can bet on Brandon Nakashima. It's that easy. Oh, my God, I got the gambling itch. Ooh, but there's only baseball. What else is on? What else can I bet? I'm a baseball player. It's baseball season. There's really only baseball in. I got the itch to bet. I got to bet. How do I fix the itch? Live in game. Right here. This is Wimbledon. Tennis. Bingo. Brandon Nakashima. There you go, Luis Ortiz. What do you got? What's your unit size? 5,000? Bingo. We just made $3,000 right here. He's winning. Nakashima's going to win this 100%. So it's really not that hard to find something that you can bet on, something else besides your sport. Now, unfortunately, if you're tennis, that's all that's on right now. So my heart does go out to the tennis athletes sometimes when there's nothing else to bet on, but come on, Luis Ortiz. Come on now. Come on. Innocent until proven guilty, but come on. All right? So please don't ruin it for all of us. Because I'll tell you, if they take sports betting away from me, I'm done. I'm cooked. I'll be cooked. There'd be nothing else. There'd be no other purpose for me on this earth if they take away sports betting, folks, okay? So please do not ruin it for me. All right. So we just had to start with that. Please stop betting on your own sports. Please. All right, something else that we can all can we all move on off of this, please? Enough of the fake topics, enough of the fake discussions, the fake stories. LeBron James is not leaving the Lakers, okay? It's not happening. It's not happening. LeBron James, another kind of cryptic clue yesterday. LeBron James was working out at the Cleveland Cavs practice facility, but that's something he does every single year. We get this by LeBron James, the tweet yesterday. You made this man tweet on 4th of July. Enough with the rumors. LeBron James, quote, "And every summer since it was built, I live here still and train here every summer." God damn, y'all are bored, man. Go get a plate of food somewhere. Enjoy the 4th of July. Yes, leave LeBron alone. Why? LeBron, I mean, and this is why, folks, this is why LeBron James is the face of the league. This just proves it. This proves it. It's the 4th of July and everyone's still looking at clues of LeBron James. He's your face of the league there. Everyone's trying to squeeze Anthony Edwards. Get in there, and you're the face of the league. And he's not. SGA trying to mold him into the face of the league, but no, not taking, because it's still LeBron James, who's been the face of the league for 21 straight plus years, all right? So let's put that discussion to rest. LeBron James, face of the league, and LeBron James not leaving the Lakers. Am I killing two birds with one stone here? Is that all right? Can we kill two stories and move on, please? Because there's other things to talk about. We got Jonas Valanciunas wanting to play in Greece. Not wanting to win a ring with Jokic. Wants to go play in Greece. What? That's the bigger story. What? Somebody talk that man out of that. He doesn't know what he's thinking. He's not thinking straight. So, enough with the LeBron James leaving the Lakers. It's not happening. Not. Of course they're building around Luka Doncic. Of course they are. That isn't supposed to be like breaking news and why they're going to move off of LeBron. It's not happening. And then we get this. Once again, Brian Windhorst every other day. Oh, he is getting traded. Once again, Brian Windhorst started this entire whirlwind. Oh my God, LeBron is leaving because he opted into his contract. Bizarre, ridiculous, crazy. And he gets all the traction. Once again, Brian Windhorst said, oh, yeah, he's definitely going to leave. This is interesting. And then we saw him a few days ago. No, he's not going to get traded. And then this was once again him yesterday creating the story. Once again, because once LeBron James is done, Brian Windhorst is probably done too. This is what he said yesterday. I was in a situation where I was saying on Sunday and Monday, LeBron's not getting traded, and all I can say now is I'm not sure. So once again, Windy has to keep up his charade here, his story. Oh, LeBron's leaving. Oh, he's not leaving. And I know I said he was leaving, and then he wasn't leaving, but now I don't know. I'm not sure now. Okay, well, I am sure he's not leaving. Put to bed. We don't need to wake up on Monday. So help me God, if we wake up on Monday morning and start checking the media, social, and television, I better not see this man on Monday morning saying, well, he is actually leaving. I can't take it anymore. It's enough. It's a non-story. We're going to have to stop talking about it. Maybe we stop talking. We're done. LeBron James is not leaving the Lakers, and we will not entertain any other nonsense of this. We're done with the story. He's not leaving. Y'all want to keep running with it? Y'all go ahead. We're too good for that over here at Takes by Fans. No. We're done with it. LeBron's not leaving. Brian Windhorst come up with a new story. We're moving on. All right, last basketball before we move and shift gears to the NFL. But once again, can I kill another narrative? Oh, St. Nick is just killing narratives out here, folks. The narrative that this Thunder team was some super powerhouse team that just steamrolled through and blah, 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 blah. Once again, they almost lost the finals. Took Game 7. Took Tyrese Halliburton to tear his Achilles. And they also almost lost against the Nuggets because this is what Lou Dort has to say. Lou Dort says, quote, the Nuggets had us shaking a bit. In Game 4 against the Pacers, we were nervous for that game. Not gonna lie. So once again, please stop with the plus 225. Please do not bet that. Yes, this is a very good team. I'm not saying this isn't a good team. Very good, young, hungry, defensive team. I love it. But once again, the bigs are going to potentially get them in trouble. Shout out Chet. Shout out Isaiah Hartenstein. But they weren't great all postseason long. Solid. Once again, solid. I'm not here to take anything away. But so far, everything that we've seen in NBA free agency and kind of all these teams, they're building 2+ bigs now. And I don't know if Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren are going to be able to be kind of, hold up to a Jokic and Jonas Valanciunas. If, he doesn't go to Germany, please don't. Or like what the Rockets are doing with Sengun and Steven Adams and Clint Capella. It kind of seems like teams are starting to figure out the blueprint. Like, hey, the bigs are kind of where this league is heading. We have to have some tall players here to protect the rim, to get easy buckets. And so far, that's what teams are showing us, what general managers, what front offices are going after and showing importance on building a complete roster. So, yes, SGA is good. The bigs, Isaiah Hartenstein was benched in the first 2 games of the finals. We saw that. So, let's just tone it down. That's all I ask is a little tone down of the Thunder. That is it. That is it. Shout out SGA. Shout out Jalen Williams. He's one of my favorite players in the league. I can't stop gushing about Jalen Williams. I love everything about him. But this isn't some powerhouse monster team that is just like an instant repeat champions. I don't think it's that great. Shout out, though. All right. So that's all we had to really talk about in the NBA side. So now let's shift gears to the NFL. Now we have the top 100 coming out soon. And 100 through 91 have been unveiled. And what is it? I mean, come on now, folks. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, folks? What stands out on this list? If you're only listening, let me read the list out to you and see what jumps out, okay? Let me start at 100. We're going to start at 100 for our non-viewing audience. And I'm going to read the top 100 list, 100 through 91. And I want my listening audience to, slap something. Slap the desk. Slap the desk when you think, like buzz in. Buzz in when you think you hear, oh, that doesn't sound right. Do a little buzz in, say yes, or scream in your car. Do something. Acknowledge when you hear it, all right? Here we go. 100, Ladd McConkey. These are the top 100 players in the NFL currently right now. Ladd McConkey, 100. Number 99, Leonard Williams. 98, Aaron Jones. 97, Drake London. 96, Levante David. 95, Josh Sweat. 94, Sam Laporta. 93, Creed Humphrey. 92, Jesse Bates. 91, Tua Tagovailoa. That's where all the ding, 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 ding should be coming out. 91? Are y'all out of your mind? There's 90 players better than Tua in the league? Please, show me. Do I have to go out and rattle off 90 other players that are better? Because I'm not going to be able to do it. So here we go. This is CBS. CBS has their own top 100 that just came out by Pete Prisco. Pete Prisco, the ultimate ball knower over there at CBS Sports. This is who he says are kind of the top 100. And once again, we'll go through. Here we go. We'll start at number 1, and we'll say, is he better than Tua? And we'll see if there's 90 better players than Tua. Sorry, this is what we are doing right now, potentially naming 90 players better than Tua. Sorry, this is what the show is right now. Because people are so out of their gourd. 90 better players than Tua? Are we crazy? Here we go. Patrick Mahomes, you want to say he's better than Tua? That's fine. I'll agree. Myles Garrett, better than Tua? Sure. Throw him in there. Saquon Barkley better than Tua? Sure. The best running back in the league. I stand for the running backs. I won't knock him. Josh Allen, is he better than Tua? Not really. Not really. But for the sake of argument with y'all, sure. Okay, have your way. Justin Jefferson, is he better than Tua? No, he's not. Shout out JJ Jets, but he's not better than Tua as a football player. Lamar Jackson, sure, better than Tua. Joe Burrow, sure, he got to a Super Bowl, better than Tua. Very good. Shout out Joe Burrow, big fan. Jamar Chase, sure, he's better than Justin Jefferson, in my opinion. He's better than Tua, sure. PS2, no, not better than Tua. I like, shout out PS2. I think he's a little overblown, a little bit, maybe. Micah Parsons, number 10 here. No, Micah Parsons, 10th best player. Like, are we, what are we talking about here? Micah Parsons is not top 10 player in the league and is not better than Tua. I don't care, folks. He's not. TJ Watt, is he better than Tua? Sure. Lane Johnson, the Eagles offensive tackle, is he better than Tua? Sure. For the sake of argument, shout out the big guys. I mean, this is what we're talking about. I mean, we're talking about Jordan Mailata, 13th best player in the league right now. Like, shout out the big men. Shout out to offensive linemen, the trenches. Is he better than Tua? I don't know. Derrick Henry, 14th. Yes. Sure, better than Tua. I mean, we got Aiden Hutchinson. 15th best player. I mean, what are these rankings? Is he better than Tua? No. And I don't even want to slander Aiden Hutchinson, but he's not even healthy right now. So what the hell are we talking about? Creed Humphrey, 16th best player in the league. Is he better than Tua? No. And this is actually interesting here. CBS has Creed Humphrey as the 16th best player in the league, and the NFL players actually vote him 93. So, yeah, Pete Prisco doesn't know ball over there at CBS Sports. I'll tell you that. Where is Tua on this list? I mean, what are we talking about? Did he even put Tua? I don't think he put Tua on this list. We got Jalen Hurts as 52. He doesn't got Tua in the top 100. This guy. Dak Prescott at 90. Dak Prescott. Oh, please spare me with Dak Prescott, folks, truly. Man, so yeah, what the hell is this list? CB Top 100 NFL Players of 2025 by Pete Prisco. This is absolutely atrocious. This list is the worst list I've ever seen in my entire life. So, no, there's not 90 players better than Tua, folks. In the top 100 by the NFL. This is by the players themselves. So, very disrespectful here. There's not 90 players better than Tua. So, we try to count them all. We can't. So show a little respect. Once again, Tua's the MVP this year, folks. I hate to burst everybody's bubble. I know it's so funny making fun of Tua. Oh, my God, we laugh and we laugh. Oh, yeah, Tua can't stay healthy. So funny. Look at him getting injured. Settle down, folks. Settle down. Y'all are gonna wake up this year. Y'all will wake up this year. That's fine. Y'all will see. All right, let's keep moving on here. Let's keep talking Dolphin talk and potentially have to cry our hearts out. Are we ready to cry our hearts out, folks? Because we're going to hear from Jonnu Smith, the great Dolphin, the great Finn that was thrown in the trash for Darren Waller, and I kind of like it. But shout out Jonnu Smith, big fan. And the worst thing about it is that Jonnu Smith is just getting slandered all over the place. Everyone's like, yeah, everyone's saying that the Dolphins hands down won the trade. And I agree. But they're all saying, yeah, Jonnu Smith is not going to be able to do what he did, replicate that because it was a Dolphin system that made him successful. He's not that good. He's not that great. It was a Dolphin system, which once again, it kind of boggles my mind that people are giving credit to the Dolphin system now because the tight end had a good year. I mean, it's kind of crazy. And Tua was the 91st best quarterback or 91st best player in the league, but Jonnu Smith is succeeding because of the Dolphin system. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't add up on how people talk about us, folks. It doesn't. But shout out to Jonnu Smith. But the disrespect of, him not going to be successful in Pittsburgh, come on now. He won't be successful because of the dummy in charge, Arthur Smith, but I'll digress on that. But here we go. This is Jonnu Smith after the trade. And let's hear it. Let's hear how heartbroken he is. Here we go. Quote by Jonnu Smith. Quote, I didn't foresee this happening with how the season went for me individually. Truly, me neither. I'm with you. I mean, sheesh, I got to shout him out. Folks, stand up. Give a round of applause for Jonnu Smith, a leader. He was catching everything for us, reliable. I mean, when everything was going south, everything was going south for us. Jonnu Smith was our one constant. So I appreciate you. I do. I love you, Jonnu. All right, but here we go. Quote, obviously, I had aspirations of ending my career in Miami with it basically being home for me, my children, my family. But I understand the business side of it, and it didn't work out. I'm grateful. I've got no ill feelings toward Miami and nobody in the organization. Okay, I appreciate you saying that, but we got to stop saying this. This is what we got to stop doing. But I understand the business side of it. No. Do not let business win, folks. We cannot let business win. I'm telling y'all. We cannot let business win. Never, ever. So no, we don't understand the business side of it. We do not. We will not. Business schmizness. No. Don't business talk me. So I thank Jonnu Smith for saying that, but I need you to make some waves. No. Quote, I can't sit here and lie and say it didn't sting when the process was playing itself out. Yeah, I know. Come cry it out. It's okay. It stung. It stung bad. I know. You wanted to be here. Called it home. I know. I get you. I love you. I know. These guys, these monsters. I know. Here we go. Another quote. We go through the year, bro, and obviously as a team, it was a disappointment, and that does play a factor in a lot of decision-making after the season. But for me, I felt that I was in a position that I thought that I was one of the key ingredients to help this team succeed. And after the season ended, me and my agent, we were like, this is a no-brainer. We'll be here forever. Oh, Jonnu, I feel you 100%. I feel you 1,000% on this one, I'll tell you. But for me, I felt that I was in a position that I thought I was one of the key ingredients to help this team succeed. I thought I was a key ingredient in making that other company succeed. I thought so. And me and my agent, we were like, this is a no-brainer. This is home. We helped this business succeed. No-brainer. We'll be here forever. So I know what you're going through here, Jonnu. I get it, but it ain't business. It's business on my end. I'll tell you that. It ain't business, Zach. So shout out Jonnu Smith. Shout out. What else? We get anything else here? Here we go. Another quote. This is where we'll probably the waterworks are going to come, but here we go. Going through that process, I was hurt. I didn't think that collectively as an organization, players, coaches, I didn't think that they believed trading Jonnu Smith, that's where our success starts. Eventually, it came to a point in time when they told me that they just can't do it. It wasn't economically able to put me in a position to be paid like a Pro Bowl tight end. And that one stung. It stung me too. I made enough money. Quote, I made enough money over there. So that's why I couldn't get any more. Well, you made enough. The company isn't making enough money, but you are. The company needs more money, but no, you can't have more money. The company can though, and we'll do anything we can to make more money, but not you individually. Are you out of your mind? Clown behavior, business clown behavior over there. Here we go. I digress again. I had to make that decision to say, man, well, I've got to go where I'm appreciated and viewed on paper, economically, contract-wise, as a top guy in this league, which I know I am. And Pittsburgh was a team that saw me as that. Yes, and I have to do what I have to do. I have to do my business now. I have to make a decision to say, man, well, I got to go where I'm appreciated, because I obviously was not appreciated over there. I was the devil over there for some reason. I don't know. But I was not appreciated over there. I was slapped around. Nobody talked to me. I just had to shut up and sit at the side desk and do that. And that was that. So Man, oh man, me and Jonnu Smith. I mean, I feel you. We're forever linked, I think. Jonnu, call me. We can discuss and we can kind of we can be there for each other, okay? Two goats that were thrown in the trash. We get each other, Jonnu. Me and you are the same. Final quote here. You always want to be where you're most valued and appreciated. And that's a situation that I found myself in with Pittsburgh. So I'm excited, bro. And yes, I've also got to go where I'm most valued and appreciated. And I think I may have found that place, folks. So stay tuned. So shout out to Jonnu Smith. Absolutely love the man. Great tight end. Once again, I appreciate you. What you did for us this season. The constant, you buying in, you being a leader, as all the dysfunction and distractions around you are going, you kept it to singular focus. So, Steelers have a great one. Big fan of Jonnu Smith. And once again, folks, just another reason why we bet the Steelers this year. You got to bet them this year in some capacity. Get it before the season starts. Bet them win totals. Maybe a sprinkle on the division. I know it's a little tough on that, but this Steelers team is better than what people are saying and slandering them with. And I was going to save this for later in the show, but once again, here we go. Aaron Rodgers posts on Instagram with his new Steelers teammates. They're getting it done. They're putting in the work. Aaron Rodgers, he's been saying all the right things. He wants to be the leader. He wants to kind of grow the young guys, the new generation. He wants to be there. He knows this is his last year. He's not keeping any more secrets. He wants to be viewed as a winner. I think Aaron Rodgers is getting a little sick of how he's kind of viewed in the national media, and he's trying to retool it a little bit. And once again, we know Aaron Rodgers doesn't care what people think, but, I do think it gets to him at some point. We saw him blow up on Pat McAfee's show the other day. The people are sick. These people are sick trying to get to know who my wife is. All this, they're sick. I'm a private man in a private life. So Aaron Rodgers trying to change his perception, and I love it. Being the leader, being the guy in Pittsburgh. Watch out. Watch out. All right, let's keep moving on here. Bet the Steelers, folks. Last call for value. I'm going to hit the button. Last call for value. Bet the Steelers, folks. Bet them and bet them good. All right, here we go. Next up here, we got to talk to Titans. The sneaky lone Titans out here. And I just want to read this article because it's funny. But shout out. Titans. J.C. Latham says, Cam Ward not expecting QB1 job to just be given to him over Will Levis. Well, I would expect that. If I'm Cam Ward, I expect that 100%. And I think everybody expects that. Of course, Will Levis is zero chance. Zero chance of playing this season and probably 0% chance to ever play in the NFL again, ever. So, love that Cam Ward is humble. He's humble. But of course, he's starting and there's no competition and there's no debate about it. But you got to love what they're saying out there. So, let's quickly see here in the article. Ward knows that doesn't mean he'll be banned. Ward knows that he does. Sheesh. Ward knows that doesn't know. I'm sorry, folks. Let's start that for the fifth time. Here we go. Ward knows that doesn't mean he'll be handed the reins immediately without earning it. And his offensive tackle, J.C. Latham, believes the mindset he's carrying through the offseason, as well as Will Levis's drive to make it a competition, can only pay dividends for the Titans, saying, quote, here, Will's not just going to sit over here and say, oh, we drafted him, go ahead and take it. Throughout the spring, I think that's the one thing that all the coaches and players on the team have seen. Like both of them taking the challenge of trying to really earn the spot and really fight for the spot. It's made them better. You can see the improvements from Will, and you can see the sharpness of Cam. So, love that. Will Levis, he's motivated. He's eager. He's not just laying down and saying, well, he drafted him, first overall. Okay, I throw in the towel. Love hearing that. So, some nice, some solid weapons on this team. I mean, we were doing our draft yesterday, our mock draft for the show yesterday, and we drafted Tyler Lockett. I mean, this is a great veteran receiver for a young quarterback that has it. I mean, we saw him throw last year in Miami. I mean, he was putting up the yards, airing out the ball, and Tyler Lockett just so consistent on his catching. He'll go out and make the catches if you throw the ball to him. So watch out for a potential Tyler Lockett. This Titans team can be a little sneaky competitive. Obviously, it's very, very hard to bet on this Titans team preseason, especially given the division they're in. But, week by week, we may be able to find some great value heading into Sundays with this team. So we're totally not betting them, but I don't know if there's anything that we can really bet preseason. But we are loving what we're hearing from this quarterback room. They're both pushing each other. They're both trying to work and earn that number one starting quarterback spot. And it's making them both better. So love what we're hearing from the Titans. We'll see if they can keep it up, and we'll see if there's anything that we can kind of bet preseason before the season starts with this Titans team. But we're going to have to see something more than just this so far. But this is a nice start, and we'll keep tracking it as the offseason truly kind of ends and we get the mini camps and training camps all going. So shout out to Cam Ward. Love what we're hearing so far. All right, and I just want to touch upon this quickly. Once again, we're gushing over the Giants. We can bet the Giants preseason win totals. Division winner, probably going to stay away from that, but win totals for the Giants. They're all there, folks. We love the offense, and now we may even love the tight end. We get this. Giants tight end Theo Johnson on expected new opportunities in the receiving game, saying, quote, "It's all stuff as a tight end you get super excited about. The different concepts and things that really complement my skill set and play style." So we know the Giants, they have that competent quarterback that knows what he's doing in Russell Wilson. They've got nice receivers, kind of three, four deep. They've got the running backs 2 deep, maybe even 3 deep. And now their tight end, rookie last year, didn't do anything crazy, like 380 yards. But, it was the Giants last year. There was nothing great about that offense, great about that team. So we get Theo Johnson getting more of a workload as he enters year 2. We also know that Theo Johnson, yes sir, did attend tight end university this season with all the tight ends being led by George Kittle and Travis Kelce. So that's great. He's learning from the greats at his position. The team is trusting him. More on his plate. More chances at the receiving position, getting the ball thrown to him. So just another reminder, folks, do not sleep on this Giants team. Do not sleep on this Giants team. They're going to be competitive, folks. I'm telling you. This is not the same old Giants. Bet them all you can. All right, let's keep moving on here. And I see these all the time, and what can we take away from this? This is what I see these all the time. Shout out to Warren Sharp at Sharp Football on Twitter. He posts these every so often, and I just like to take a look at the numbers. Is there anything we can learn from this? And the stat that he tweets out is percent of third down incompletions, which were due to receiver error. Percent of third down incompletions, which were due to receiver error. Now, this stat is for the 2024 regular season with a minimum of 200 attempts. So, last season, percent of third down incompletions, which were due to receiver error, not the quarterback, the highest at 32% of third downs incompletions due to the receiver error. 32%, the highest in the league, was Jordan Love and the Packers. Now, what has the narrative been this year? That Jordan Love took a step back. But if we're taking these numbers It was kind of the receiver's fault. And that's what we've been hearing from kind of Green Bay themselves, that they don't have that number one wide receiver. Even though we look at their depth chart and it seems like, hey, y'all really don't got a number one over here? Are you sure? Christian Watson, Jordan Reed, they're not really number ones? That's what we're hearing from inside Green Bay. I mean, this is their lineup. Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Dontavian Wicks. So we'll see. I think Matthew Golden, that's their new rookie, correct? Yeah, so they're expecting kind of Matthew Gordon to potentially compete for that number one wide receiver role because they don't think they have it on their team yet. And these numbers do back it up. 32% were dropping the ball on third down. What? What the hell are we doing? So this speaks good for the Packers. The Packers know that was kind of their issue and went out and drafted a wide receiver. So if we're just kind of going based on these numbers here, betting the Packers seems like good value. Win totals, division winner. We know that division's a little bit up for grabs. Vikings, Lions, Packers, Bears. We get, I want to say the Packers were third favorites. Let's see if that's changed here. Division winners for that NFC North. Actually, Packers are number 2. Wow. I think this has been a lot of movement, no? So far, currently, live, Lions favorites at plus 140, Packers second favorites at plus 260, Vikings third favorites to win the division at plus 400, and then the Bears at plus 425. And we've known the Bears have been at plus 425, but I believe the Vikings were kind of in the mix. Let me see our screenshot. Our screenshot was from the beginning of June 4th. These were the odds for the NFC North. Lions, 140, Packers, 260, Vikings, plus 400. So it hasn't changed. Sheesh. Vikings, plus 400. Oh, my gosh, I'm gushing. I'm gushing over Vikings, plus 400. I won't fake. We've been talking about it. All J.J. McCarthy needs to do is be a game manager for this team. He doesn't need to do anything. He has to do Sam Darnold last year without the two beefs at the end. I mean, it's not that hard to do with this team and how offensively gifted they are, talent-wise on the field. The big brain in the head coach. Love the man, Kevin O'Connell. And this defense, can we give a little love to this Vikings defense? Golly. Vikings plus 400. That's fantastic value, folks. Get that while you can. I got to hit the button on it. Last call for value. Vikings plus 400? I don't know if it's going to get any worse than that, folks. This is great. All right, but here we go. Back to the Packers, plus 260. I mean, Jordan Love is good. Packers defense, it's okay. I mean, cornerback probably could bite him in the butt here. Getting rid of Jair Alexander. This is crazy. Packers second favorite still? All right. So Packers plus 260. I don't even know if I could really endorse that. What about win totals? We get anything like 9.5? If we get 9.5 at kind of even or plus money, I guess we bet that instead. Yeah, over 9.5. So we're looking at 10 wins at minus 120. I think that's the better thing to bet than division winner. 10 wins, we'll take that. So I guess that's where the value is for the Packers. Over 9.5 wins at minus 120. The receivers are the issue. They know that's the issue, and they're working on fixing it. Now, number two, and once again, why I'm loving this team. Number 2, highest percentage of third down incompletions due to receiver error were Daniel Jones at 27.3% with the Giants. Oh no, St. Nick right again. Daniel Jones is actually good. All right, y'all will see this year. I'm begging Shane Steichen to make Daniel Jones the starter and don't even entertain Anthony Richardson because Daniel Jones has what it takes to be a winning quarterback in this league. He's got, Josh Allen light. His skill set is Josh Allen light. Okay? I know everybody shoots me. Everybody turns me off as soon as I start saying it, but it's true, and y'all will see this year. The Giants, poor team. Brian Daboll, we don't even know if he's a good offensive mind. The Giants just didn't have the great talent that they kind of have now. It was real early on. They were all kind of a little injured also. Daniel Jones, folks. This Colts team, pretty good. Michael Pittman Jr., yeah, all right, solid. But Alec Pierce, gush over him. Josh Downs, very good. So watch out for Daniel Jones, folks. Once again, I mean, I told y'all, I'll say it again. That's fine. But Colts to win the division. Colts to win the division, and it's tough. I know this division. I like all three of them. I like the Texans. I like the Colts. I like the Jags. This division may be one of the most interesting in all the football heading into the season. Texans, Jags, Colts, Titans. But I like the Colts at plus 380, a nice sprinkle. We're gushing over the win totals here for the Colts. We take it all. We take it all. Give me the over 6.5 at minus 180. Give me the over 7.5 at minus 110. Give me the over 8.5 at plus 150. And give me the over 9.5. We're talking 10 wins at plus 380. I endorse all of those, folks. They're getting 10 wins this season. This is a good team. I'm telling y'all. All right, third on the list is Joe Burrow at 18.9%. Kirk Cousins at 18.6% with the Falcons last season. Even though kind of Kirk Cousins kind of shit the bed at the back end of the season, receivers were off, also kind of attributing a little to that. We have Trevor Lawrence on the list. Next up at number 5, 17.9% of third down incompletions, which were due to receiver error. So once again, we are liking the Jags this year. We think Trevor Lawrence is going to be serviceable. They got the offensive-minded coach. They've got BTJ. They've got, they got Travis Hunter, who, we like more on the defensive side, but all right, go and do your offensive thing. So watch out for the Jags. Once again, I really like all the values for those three to win the division. Jags, Texans, and Colts, all getting pretty good value. I think it's going to be really neck and neck between those three the entire season long. Like, I can't wait to watch this division. I think this battle is going to be great here in the NFC or AFC. What is that, the West? AFC South? All right. What else do we see on this list? We get Drake May up there at 17.6%. Once again, this speaks to what Vegas loves. Vegas loves the Patriots heading into the season. Second favorites to win the division. They have a real easy schedule, folks. I mean, we've seen it multiple times here on the show. Real easy, real early on easy. So watch out for Drake May and the Patriots to kind of hit the ground running. They got Stephon Diggs now to kind of take care of the receiver troubles. Booty getting better and better throughout the season. So watch out for Drake May. And then we also get Caleb Williams here in the kind of the top 7. Caleb Williams, 17% of third down incompletions, which were due to receiver error. Once again, Bears, watch out. Caleb Williams is good, and they got an offensive-minded head coach. So I think this kind of speaks a little volume here, folks. And I want to say big volumes here, but this speaks volumes, this list. This is kind of what we're hearing from the teams themselves. This is what we've also been seeing, and I think the stats are backing it up here, folks. So watch out for some of these teams that everybody's writing off. The Packers, the Colts, the Jags. Vegas isn't. These stats are backing up why. I'm not. Are me and Vegas wrong? I don't think so. All right. Let's keep moving on here. 2 articles that I kind of want to go in through decently quickly. And this first one is breakout fantasy wide receiver candidates. Now, I want to see what they're saying here. This is PFF. Shout out to them on Twitter. But why I want to kind of talk about this is because when we were doing our draft yesterday, our mock fantasy football draft, we were gushing about 2 big players that I think a lot of people are over or undervaluing, throwing in the trash. First one was Tyler Lockett. I know this is going to be the second time I gush about Tyler Lockett today on the show. Settle down. But Tyler Lockett, a young quarterback coming into the league, having that great veteran consistency safety blanket. The Titans, I mean, they're not bursting with talent here. It's not like Tyler Lockett's going to get lost in the shuffle. It's like Calvin Ridley 1 and Tyler Lockett 2. Oh, okay, shout out Calvin Ridley, but this is not going to be like, Tyler Lockett's going to get no targets, no looks. Maybe Cam Ward kind of, uses them as a big old crutch. PPR, getting the receptions. We know he can hit the deep ball. So it's not going to be a breakout fantasy wide receiver candidate, but I think one that can kind of play in the flex spot. Maybe it will definitely have him on your team, but maybe kind of even work as kind of your wide receiver 2 on a consistent basis, folks. The other one that we kind of loved is Alec Pierce, wide receiver for the Colts. Once again, if Daniel Jones is going to be at the helm here, he's got no problem. He's got a big arm. He'll rip it down the field accurately. Not like, big arm, no accurate Anthony Richardson, who still has a big arm, still got the ball to Alec Pierce, so I shout out. But Alec Pierce, another wide receiver that's so overlooked in this league. Big, tall weapon. He's like 6'4" out there. Great hands. He can get open down the field. And once again, he's not going to be like a breakout candidate, but once again, very serviceable, can definitely work in your flex, can definitely kind of potentially work his way into kind of that number 2 starting role, and definitely just somebody to have that you can plug and play if one of your starters is on a bye. So I want to see what they're kind of saying on breakout fantasy wide receivers, seeing what they're saying, and go from there. So here we go. 10 examples of players over the past 5 years who fit the above criteria. Okay, all right. Just bring me to them. All right, here we go. This is what they are saying. First and foremost is Marvin Harrison Jr. A lot of people are gushing about him. I'm not putting a lot of stock. I'm actually kind of staying away from Marvin Harrison Jr., to be honest. I think he was kind of overhyped heading into the draft. We saw him last year. He put up like 800 yards. Not bad. But once again, the Cardinals have no identity, and they don't have an offensive-minded head coach. So I understand why people like Marvin Harrison Jr. I just don't see it. And I don't know if it's a good risk to take. So I know everyone's going to be clamoring over Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm not. I didn't draft him yesterday. I had the opportunities to, and I stayed away from him multiple times. I'll let y'all have Marvin Harrison Jr. I pass. Next is Rome Odunze, and this one I would endorse. Yes. Caleb Williams. Yes. Good quarterback. He's better than Kyler Murray. I'm going to say it, folks. Bears have an offensive-minded head coach that really has to be good this year. I mean, Ben Johnson's got a lot of pressure on him. I mean, golly, big old pressure. And this is not going to be a thing where, all right, they're learning year 1. Now they're getting better year 2, year 3, they take off. No. They don't have that luxury. It's got to be year 1. Let's go. We got to show it. We got to show it this year. If not, then who knows how this is going to get blown up. So, Rome Odunze, I would definitely draft him if you could. I think I had the chance, and I think I passed on it. Possibly going to bite me in the butt. It's just a mock draft, but I take everything seriously. So I would definitely draft Rome Odunze over Marvin Harrison. I approve of the Odunze pick. Next one is Marvin Mims, and yeah, I've got no problem drafting Marvin Mims. Looked really good last year, reliable. They don't have a ton of offensive pieces that they can go to other than Marvin Mims. Bo Nix. Once again, we don't expect a drop off of Bo Nix. This is kind of what we've been saying this earlier this week on the show, is that these older quarterbacks in the league right now, Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, there's one more that was older than just kind of 21, 22 getting drafted. Like, these are 23, 24, 25-year-olds now. Bo Nix is one of them. So we're expecting these older quarterbacks not to have a sophomore slump or a step back season, but we do believe that their ceiling is kind of already seen a little bit. So I wouldn't mind Marvin Mims. I would do Marvin Mims over Marvin Harrison Jr. I'll tell you that. And that's it? That's their 3? Oh, come on, PFF. You got to do better than this. I mean, this is what everybody says. I mean, these are the 3 everybody points out. All right. Well, I take Alec Pierce and I take Tyler Lockett over all of them. All of them. If I have to rank them, I got to rank the 5 that we've talked about here. I actually go Tyler Lockett 1. I'll go Roma Dunze 2, Alec Pierce 3, Marvin Mims 4, and then Marvin Harrison 5. That's how I would rank him. I like Tyler Lockett a lot here, folks. All right, another PFF article here. Let's go in, dissect it. Is identifying the best bets for quarterback competitions in the NFL. Now, I want to hear Daniel Jones. Enough with Anthony Richardson. Why are we back on Anthony Richardson? Once again, it's just so frustrating. Everybody always changes their mind on the daily. It's flip-flop back and forth. And once again, I've got no problem with you changing your mind when you're presented with new evidence, a new argument that maybe you didn't think of, or now you have new information, so that argument that somebody brings up maybe makes more sense. So you can change your narrative a little bit, be like, oh yeah, I was kind of leaning this way, but okay, yeah, now I am leaning this way, and I get it why now. So I've got no problem with people changing their mind. You should be changing your mind, yes, with new information. Yes, folks, yes. You should all be listening to me because I am usually right, because I understand things and I see how things are talked about and I can see through the gobbledygook. So if you're ever in question on what's right and what's wrong, I'm always right, so keep that in mind. But let's see who they've got kind of winning out these quarterback battles. Because, like, with Anthony Richardson, I mean, he was the devil last year. Oh, my God, he gave up on his team. That is unforgivable. Throw him in the trash right now. I have never seen anybody give up on their team ever in any sport. He's done. He'll never play in the league again. He's washed. First of all, he was trash. He could never play. Then he gave up on his team. Then he got kind of injured, always banged up. Then the offseason happens and everybody forgets about it. And they're like, yeah, Anthony Richardson, he's definitely winning the job. Like Daniel Jones. So let's see. Are they giving credit to Anthony Richardson? I don't see why. So let's see what PFF is saying. NFL betting. Best starting quarterback bets. Okay, let's see. Kenny Pickett is a value bet to capture the Browns' job? No, he's not. Kenny Pickett's a value bet to start for the Saints. That's the value. Kenny Pickett to play for the Saints week 1. Can we bet that somewhere? Is there anywhere we can bet that? Because we bet that. He's not starting for the Browns. I can guarantee. There's only 2 options, and I guess 3 options for starting quarterback for the Browns. One is Joe Flacco, because he's been in the league, because it's the start of the season, everybody's 0-0, and he gives you the best chance to win right now, week in and week out. Or you start one of the rookies, Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders, whoever you drafted because you saw something in him. You're not starting Kenny Pickett. I don't care that he won the Super Bowl, folks. I don't care about that. Kellen Moore won the Super Bowl, and the Eagles said, yeah, we don't need you. We don't need you. Kellen Moore to the trash Saints. So no, PFF, what are we talking about? I mean, that last article was trash, the breakout wide receivers, and so far this one is also trash. But let me see, Kenny Pickett, if I can bet Kenny Pickett starts week 1 for the Saints, I bet that. Is that on Polymarket? Can I do that on Polymarket? Search markets. Saints week 1 starting quarterback. If they got Kenny Pickett as an option, I bet that. And they've got nothing. We can bet Browns quarterback, but not Saints. Nobody's interested in the Saints quarterback market. Saints quarterback? Nothing. Unreal. I'll start action on it. I'm going to have to start action on the Saints quarterback. It's not Shock. It ain't going to be Shock. I'll tell you that. Shock. More like... that's mean. Should I do it? Shock. Tyler Shock. Shock. More like shit. I'm sorry, Shock. I'm sorry. Saints week 1 quarterback odds. Bet 365. You got something for me? The week one odds, Shuck at -300, Rattler at +210, Jake Haener at +4,000. Give me Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's going to play for the Saints here, folks. All right, let's get back to this dumb article. Kenny Pickett, no. Could Daniel Jones overtake Anthony Richardson? Yes. Where's that at? Here we go. Daniel Jones pick. Yes. Finally. Because earlier on this offseason, Anthony Richardson was the favorite, and he's still the favorite. Richardson, -130 to be week one starter. Daniel Jones, -106. Riley Leonard, +8,000. Definitely not happening. So, yes, Daniel Jones. They pick him. I pick him. What more do you need? Love that. Here we go. The Saints. Their starting quarterback. Pick. Oh, my. Well, once again, Tyler Shuck, once again, the odds, -310, Spencer Rattler, +210, Jake Haener, +4,000. But PF says their pick, no bet, but worth monitoring because it's going to be Kenny Pickett. I'm telling y'all, we can make so much money, but nobody's giving us the odds. They're all scared. Hey, Vegas, why don't we nut up here and give us the odds that Kenny Pickett's the week one starter for the Saints? Because it's going to happen. Knock it off with this Browns nonsense. All right, New York Giants, Russell Wilson, odds to be the starter, -1,400. Jackson Dart, +1,000. Jameis Winston, +1,300. Once again, we know it's going to be Russell Wilson. I doubt Jackson. The only way Jackson Dart plays is if the Giants are not winning games halfway in the season, week 9, week 10, and they're 5-5, 4-6. I mean, 3-7. Russell Wilson gets pulled. But if they have a winning record, Russell Wilson's going to play for the whole year. So, Jackson Dart, Brian Daboll is kind of gushing about him so far, but I am hearing some kind of glaring red rookie flags as well. There has been a lot of positive push on Jackson Dart so far in the early training camps and all that, the mini camps. But there also has been some negative information that's just not as highlighted as predominantly the success. And I think a lot of people are just clamping onto the success that they've been seeing by Jackson Dart and the gush from Brian Daboll. But what do we know about Russell Wilson? He would not have signed here if he wasn't 100% guaranteed the starting job. Happened with the Steelers. Justin Fields winning games. All right, Russell Wilson's ready. We're pulling you. So, once again, I'm telling y'all, don't read too much into Jackson Dart. This is Russell's team. All right. So that was that article. Once again, they said pick no bet, but worth monitoring for the Giants quarterback situation because they know Russell's going to start. Oh, dang. They know. All right. So those two articles, not the greatest, but we got some Daniel Jones confirmation. So I like that. All right, we got 2 more minutes left in the show, so let's just end it on here, talking about quarterback battles and all that. I can't stop really gushing about Shedeur Sanders, folks. I really can't. Love how he talks, love how he handles himself. Always all smiles, always just a positive energy. Love that. Saying the right things, love that. Not getting baited into talking about his dad all the time. Once again, a few weeks back, Deion was, not showing up at Colorado practice. There was some injury, he was ill and nobody knew why. So a reporter was asking Shedeur Sanders at Browns camp, hey, what's up with your dad? And he's like, man, I don't know. I'm not here for that. And the reporter kept trying to get him to answer. And Shedeur says, look, I don't know what you want from me. I'm not going to answer. I don't know. I'm here to play football. Always with a smile on his face, always polite, respectable. So really love what we're seeing from Shedeur Sanders. And this is a few days old. This is from July 2nd. But Shedeur Sanders, after practice, still putting in the work. After all the training camps, he's still putting in the work. Love seeing this. And I'm sure all the quarterbacks are. But, we see it. So we see it. This is actually happening, So we got to shout it out and respect it. He's getting a lot of knock and really for no reason. But Love what I'm seeing, and once again, I think he's number 2. It's Joe Flacco, it's Shedeur Sanders. I don't think Kenny Pickett's in the mix at all, and I don't think Dillon Gabriel is over Shedeur Sanders yet. So watch out for Shedeur Sanders to be the starting quarterback. Now we get this, and this is potentially very bad, very, very bad. Deshaun Watson taking Shedeur Sanders, quote, under his wing as a mentor to Browns quarterbacks. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you, Deshaun Watson, but no thank you. I appreciate you extending an olive branch, extending your hand out, but no thank you. No thank you. I think that's what Shedeur Sanders should be saying. No thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, my God. I'm so blessed that you would think about putting me under your wing, but no thank you. That's not a wing I want to be under, but I appreciate you. Truly. Thank you. Thank you for the offer. I mean, I'm blown away by the offer. But no thank you. No thank you. Don't love that. We get an actual article here, or is it kind of gobbledygook? It was by the New York Post. All right, here we go. Watson expected to miss much, if not all, of the 2025 season. But, quote, Watson has been an awesome teammate inside the quarterback room and meeting room and has been a great cheerleader for the quarterbacks, for the 4 quarterbacks vying for the jobs, Cabot said Sunday. Citing, we're out of this. I mean, this is gobbledygook. Yeah, this is a really shit article by the New York Post. I don't even know if we have a single quote here by Deshaun Watson or Shedeur Sanders. So pardon me, I thought we were going to get something good in that, but the headline was the joke. It served its purpose. So, yes, Deshaun Watson, we don't need your mentorship. Thank you, though. Thank you. We can mentor just on our own. Thank you very much. I actually got Deion Sanders to take me under his wing and mentor me about the NFL. I don't need you. Thank you. So, Shedeur Sanders, folks. Shedeur Sanders. Stay away from Deshaun Watson, and I think he's got a good chance of winning that starting job. Alrighty. That's going to do it for us today, folks. Appreciate everybody tuning in, listening, watching today. Once again, hope everybody is still enjoying their kind of 4th of July weekend, enjoying it responsibly, having a blast. Kind of like that the 4th was starting on the Friday. Everybody got off, and then, you kind of kept it rolling into the weekend, Saturday. So, not a bad 4th of July weekend out here, I would say. So hope everybody's enjoying it. You still got time to enjoy it, so enjoy it responsibly. We'll be back tomorrow for our show, break down everything that's been going on. We are going to be starting our kind of afternoon shows, kind of 3 to 6, 3 to 7, so be on the lookout for that. Just shoring everything up. My internet is dragging their feet over here. I'll tell you, Spectrum, I would like a word. So just getting all that shored up. Big news down the pipeline as well, so stick on, be on the lookout for that. But enjoy the rest of your Saturday, the 5th. Just keep enjoying that 4th of July weekend. And we'll see you tomorrow, folks, for keeping this football season rocking and rolling, because we're knocking on the door, folks. And once it's here, y'all know what it is. It's about 4, 5, 6 months of nonstop action. So let's keep rocking and rolling. And we'll see you tomorrow, folks. Appreciate y'all.